The tension in Plateau State has reached a fever pitch this week as a series of violent events on the Bukuru Jos Express Road has ignited fears of a wider ethnic confrontation. While we have been following the news of international interventions in the northwest, a much more localized and dangerous situation is unfolding right in the heart of the Middle Belt. In a shocking development reported just hours ago, 5 Fulani youths were targeted and shot in a coordinated ambush that the Mieti Allah Cattle Breeders Association, or MACBAN, is calling a senseless act of provocation. The victims, who have now been identified as Abubakar Aji, Idi Saleh, Sulaiman, Nura Mohammed Detta, and Dabo Abubakar, were reportedly returning home from the popular Bukuru cattle market, known to many as Kara Market, when their vehicle was sprayed with bullets near a filling station in the Jos South local government area. This incident is not just another random act of violence, it is being viewed by many as a potential spark for a much larger revolution or ethnic rift in the north. For weeks, we have seen reports suggesting that the long-standing Hausa Fulani political and social alliance is beginning to crack under the pressure of sustained banditry and local militia activities. In Plateau State, this tension is manifesting as a deadly cycle of reprisal attacks. Security analysts are pointing out that this latest shooting of the 5 traders may be a retaliatory response to an earlier massacre on December 16th, where gunmen stormed an illegal mining site in the Barkin Ladi area, leaving 12 people dead. The gist behind that early attack was a search for over 170 stolen cattle, and it seems the bloodletting has now moved from the mining pits to the major highways. The revolution being whispered about in the north refers to a growing movement of self-assertion among various ethnic groups who feel that the traditional security structures have failed them. We are seeing a shift where local communities are no longer waiting for the federal government to act, but are instead turning to local militias for protection and, in some tragic cases, for revenge. The Plateau State chairman of MACBAN, Alhaji Ibrahim Yusuf, has been very vocal, warning that if these unprovoked attacks on travelers continue, the fragile peace in the region could completely collapse. He has called on the state government and security agencies to investigate the Jos South shooting immediately. But the silence from some official quarters is only adding to the speculation and the growing anger on the streets. If you are following these developments and you want to ensure you stay updated on the shifting alliances and security reports coming out of Plateau and the wider north, please take a moment to hit that like button. It is your support that helps us keep this channel running and ensures that these important stories are seen by millions of Nigerians who are looking for the truth. And if you have not yet joined our community, please hit the subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell. We are dedicated to bringing you the most detailed gist and professional analysis so that you can understand the real stories behind the headlines. Your subscription means the world to us and helps us grow as a platform for credible news. The situation in Plateau is further complicated by allegations of exclusion and marginalization. Just earlier this month, some groups decried the lack of representation in the state's community-based security outfit, Operation Rainbow. This feeling of being left out of the security architecture is creating a vacuum that is being filled by ethnic sentiment and radicalized movements. While some headlines describe this as a Hausa versus Fulani conflict, the reality on the ground is a complex web of farmer-herder disputes, land rights, and the legacy of years of unresolved grievances. The shooting of the 5 youths near Anguldi is being seen as a tipping point because it happened in a high-traffic area, suggesting that the attackers no longer fear the presence of the law. As the injured youths fight for their lives at the Jos University Teaching Hospital, the conversation online is exploding. People are asking, is this the beginning of a full-scale ethnic assertion in the north? We are seeing grassroots movements in states like Zamfara and Katsina also starting to break ranks as the toll of banditry becomes too much to bear. In Plateau State, the fear is that if the government does not act decisively to prosecute the perpetrators of the Jos South ambush, we might see another round of tit-for-tat violence that could engulf the festive season. The related talk here is about accountability. If justice is not seen to be done for both the miners killed in Barkin Ladi and the traders shot in Jos South, the cycle will only continue to spin out of control. We must also look at the broader picture of how this affects the economy of the region. The Bukuru cattle market is a vital hub for trade, and if travelers can no longer use the express road without fear of being ambushed, the food supply and the livelihoods of thousands will be at risk. This is the gist that hits everyone's pocket. Security isn't just about safety, it's about the ability to go to market and return home with your life and your earnings intact. The MACBAN leadership has urged its members to remain calm and allow the security agencies to do their work. But in a climate of ongoing airstrikes and military operations elsewhere, the people of Plateau are demanding to know when they will see that same level of protection on their own roads. What do you think about the growing tensions in the north? Do you believe that a revolution of ethnic identity is truly beginning, or is this just a temporary flare-up of old rivalries? The comment section is the place for you to share your thoughts and engage with others who are watching these events closely. We need to have these discussions to find a way forward that doesn't involve more bloodshed on our highways. Please share this video with your friends and family so they can stay informed about the current travel risks and the political shifts happening right now. And remember, if you want to stay in the loop with every breaking update, hitting that subscribe button is the best way to support our mission of bringing you the news that matters. We will continue to track the condition of the survivors at Jos and any official statement from the Plateau State Police Command. Stay safe, be vigilant, and I will see you in the very next update.